to my channel. The color is going to continue to change because of the different colors in the video today. So it is going to be adjusting. I apologize. But yeah, your girl's back. I am back. My nose is a little red, but fresh faced. And we are going to do a get ready with me today. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I'm actually pretty hyped about it. I'm tired, so I apologize if I'm very like chill right now, because it is, where is, oh, my phone's over there. Well, I've had a very long day. I've been up since 5 o'clock a.m. It's currently probably around 10. Your girl's tired. But today we're doing a get ready with me. I'm gonna change the aesthetic of my background soon, so I apologize for that as well. I don't have any nails right now, so that's why my hands are looking like baby hands. Yeah, we're gonna spill the tea. Let me just get my diamond water because it's the only thing that we drink. No, but seriously, this water is actually really good. We are gonna begin with the tea, the drama, as I film this look, and you guys are gonna get ready with me. I cut my hair. I don't know if you guys can tell, or I didn't cut my hair. My friend cut my hair, so it looks like really nice and healthy today. Even though like I straightened it and then curled it, you know. But I like how it's looking pretty healthy. I've been talking for a while now. I keep saying that we're gonna start, and we haven't. We're gonna start off with, what's it called? Moisturizer. The light hasn't adjusted. I kind of like it where it looks like that, but it looks like it has more color. Ooh, having moisturizer. I'm going to have to turn up the audio really loud because the fan's going. I can't even hear myself. But yeah, I like the feeling of the moisturizer. My skin doesn't feel as dry and it doesn't hurt anymore. What I'm gonna do, just so I can make the eyebrows easier, and I'm gonna do them after I do my foundation. I'm gonna do my eyes first. We are gonna put on some eye primer from MAC. Oh, I'm supposed to be spilling the tea. See, look, I'm so tired. Like, I'm probably gonna stop this video. Today is gonna be about teachers, because I have been dealing with shitty teachers since day one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Basically, I'm just going to carve my brow out so we can do it later. But yeah. So as you can see, I'm just carving it out. And then you're gonna just drag it down and pat it. The reason I bring up teachers is because a little incident occurred yesterday with one of my, I should say professors, whatever. Okay, this lighting is killing me. Incident occurred with one of my professors yesterday. We're gonna use the Daisy Marquez palette since I have blue hair. I keep getting off topic. I apologize. This video is gonna be everywhere. Anyways, as I said this for the third time, an incident occurred yesterday with one of my professors, and with this certain professor, it has only occurred, well, it's occurred about twice, which shouldn't even happen at all, but it has happened. Excuse me. And I was actually confronting this certain teacher about another teacher that I had an incident with. So it's kind of ironic that it would play out that way, you know what I mean? Basically, it didn't go well, and I just kind of wanted to talk about teachers and like my experience with teachers. It started when I was in 2nd grade. I don't really tell people this. I actually did tell one of my friends, and she told me that I should make a story time out of it. I don't really like to make story times out of my personal life like that, just because I'm gonna go in with Karma on the Daisy Marquez palette. I'll like put a picture of it and you can see. But anyways, I've had issues. I started in 2nd grade with this one teacher, and from kindergarten to 2nd grade I had good grades. Like, I was a straight A student, but I mean, of course, it's elementary school, you know. Does it really count? Not really, but I do think that the teachers do count, and that will affect how you act and what you do in the present day, you know. So, ooh, that blends out really nice. Go off, Daisy. And then when I got into 3rd grade, did I say it was 2nd grade? See, look, I don't get my stories right. And then when I moved from 2nd grade to 3rd grade, I had this one teacher. She didn't like me from day one. I don't know why. My teacher from my previous class in 2nd grade spoke very highly of me to that teacher, apparently. And when I got there, she would basically torment me in front of the whole class, saying, like, every time I would get in, like, I don't know, like every time I would get a lower grade than A, she would show the entire class and be like, look, she thinks she's so smart, she thinks she always gets A's, look at this, she doesn't have an A, she has a C, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it was great about it then. And so that did something to me, you know what I mean? It made me feel like I wasn't smart anymore, and basically that I was dumb and not smart, you know. We're gonna go back and look the other side and do the same thing. Yeah, that's my first incident with my first teacher. Oh, she would also give me extra homework, like more than the other kids, to the point where I had so much homework my backpack literally broke. Like, and that's when my mom had it. The last straw was pulled, and my mom was like, this is not okay, I'm complaining. She complained to the principal. The teacher bought me a new backpack, so it was shitty, but she bought it. That is what happened. Now, the second incident happened when I was in 4th grade. This particular teacher, and I'm not naming any names just because, you know, you never know, girl. I'm not trying to get sued for any reason. I know it was my story, but like, oh my god, that scared me. My 4th grade teacher was a little crazy. She was a little crazy. Pretty sure she doesn't remember me, and if she does, well, hi. She was this older lady, definitely older than most of the teachers there, and I don't know, she was a new teacher, so yeah, we got her, or I got her. And in that classroom throughout the whole year, she just didn't, I don't know, if you didn't pay attention, she would like throw stuff at you. And I literally mean, like, she would like throw books and like markers and papers at you. Like, if you didn't listen, or if you didn't pay attention, or if you didn't answer her question, she would throw stuff at you. We were kids, so what do we know? Like, we know that someone's throwing something at us, but like, we don't know to go tell the freaking, you know, principal, or like who to talk to, or like the board. We just think, you know, oh, this teacher's crazy, you know what I mean? I don't know. That was just like one thing. And then there was like an incident between me and my friend. My friend and I were, it was like a really windy day, and she told everyone to go outside for recess, you know, everyone takes a break for the recess. And I don't know why, but my friend and I both forgot our jackets in the classroom. So we had asked her, could we get our jackets from the classroom? And she was like, no, you should have gotten it earlier. You know, the whole you should have done this, you should have done that, whatever, right. We didn't, and so we were freezing cold. So we were standing near the classroom. That way, as soon as recess was over, which was only like 15 minutes, but as soon as recess was over, we would go like straight to the classroom. So we were standing like right near it. And then my teacher decides to leave her keys in the freaking classroom and then leave a trash can in between the doors. So like, this is the trash can, this is the door, in between the door and the wall. That way if it shuts, you know, it shuts on the trash can and it doesn't shut her out. Like, you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? So yeah, she decides to do that because she doesn't want to take her keys or whatever, I don't know. And then she goes to the main building because we were in portables. So she decides to go in the main building without her keys. And mind you, I told you that it was a very windy day, very windy, like abnormally windier than usual. So that wasn't a very smart idea, was it? And then when she walked off, all of a sudden a gust of wind, like when she was walking back, no, I forgot when it was. See, I was little. When she was walking off to go to the main building, a gust of wind blew open the door really widely, and then decides to slam the door shut. But like when it slams, and you know she put the trash can there, when it slams, it like slams the freaking trash can closed inside, so it ends up just slamming the door. So she ends up locking herself out. But because she was turned around and we were standing there, she assumed that we did it. I'm trying to go in with a crazy color, but I don't see any crazy colors. So what I think I'm gonna do is just cut the crease of this and then use a glitter. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend. She thought that we slammed the door. And she gets super angry and starts yelling at us, saying, "Look at what you've done. Look at what you've done. You've locked me out of my room. Nah, nah, nah." Getting super angry over no apparent reason. And we didn't do anything. We were literally just standing there shivering. And then, like, she made us both cry. Like, we were, like, bawling in tears. Because, you know, our teacher was yelling at us. So that was fun. I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape and cut the crease. And then there was another incident where my friend, he was like, I don't know if he was like the teacher's assistant or whatever. I don't know what the deal with that was, but she asked him to like help her carry stuff. And he, you know, he's the helper, right? And so, sorry, hold on, I need to concentrate on this one part. And then she, like, I don't know what happened, she got very angry and like tossed her coffee at him, and it was like hot coffee, and she like burned him. And everyone was like really shocked. I mean, this teacher was crazy, but like we didn't know she was that crazy, you know what I mean? So that was that. And then that was pretty much it for elementary school. Then it goes to middle school. You know, there it goes into, why does this keep turning orange? It's kind of pissing me off. So middle school was okay. It was mainly just the fact that middle school kind of screwed me over when it came to my grades. Like I was severely like, okay, so it was pretty complicated, but basically they kind of screwed up my grades. So when I transferred from middle school to a high school, I was so behind on everything because they screwed up my grades. So basically when I was getting A's, they were basically saying that I was getting F's. And because it got confused was the reason I actually was doing online school for a while. So that was my experience with online school. and I don't know, they just screwed up my grades, and that really just made me not like them. And having to start over in your high school, I was also from 6th to 10th grade I was doing online school, and then I transferred to a public charter school junior year and senior year. It makes me really have bad, like, it makes teachers have bad repertoire, is that how you say it? We cut that crease. We're gonna do one at a time. I'm gonna go back in with Karma and just fix that little line over here to blend it in better. And I'm going to take a little bit of vintage and blend that into the corner as well. I guess we're going to darken it up a little bit. So we're going to go back and do the same thing on the other side. And then freshman year, I got into this school called Fame. Everything was going good at Fame, and then they actually ended up in a big case, basically where they were stealing money, so they had to close. So I had to transfer to another school because I could no longer be there anymore. So they screwed up my grades as well because they didn't care. I mean, they were just, like I said, I think they were stealing money. I'm not really sure what happened. But they screwed up my grades because they didn't give a shit. They were closing down and they didn't care about the other kids. So, therefore, my grades got screwed up even more. And in high school, it's really crucial that you don't screw up your grades, because that's what helps you for colleges. That like is what determines everything. I'm gonna do a line of glitter just because I do want glitter. So I'm just gonna take my NYX glitter primer, whatever, put a little bit on the back of my hand. Okay, where was I? Okay, and then I transferred to another school. This school I did not like as well, and they also screwed up my grades. So, you know, I'm just at this point really fed up over teachers. I don't want to stay in that school, and we transferred. And I transferred to a public school for the first time in a while. We are gonna curl our lashes. I started a public charter school. We're gonna take my Anastasia dip brow and kind of just create little eyebrow hairs in our eyebrows. Wait, not this one. I got into this school. The teaching curriculum and system was just off already, and teachers were constantly switching, and it was just a mess. Beginning of senior year, I had an issue with this teacher. Basically, the little story happens where I was on my phone during class, and he wasn't talking or lecturing anything, but I guess I wasn't allowed to be on my phone because I hadn't finished my work. So he said, I'm taking away your phones. It was me and my friend that experienced this. So he's like, I'm taking away your phones. Please give them to me. You will see them at the end of that day. I didn't have an issue with that, so I gave him my phone. So I'm just slowly adding hairs, mainly towards the front, as you can tell. And then he continues to go on a rampage in front of all my classmates. Because when I was in high school, I had some private information that was disclosed to the school, but specifically to these certain teachers to the teachers, but the teachers were legally not allowed to say that in front of anyone, because it was legal. Like, it was my business and it was my business to tell. He decided to go on a rampage that day and basically tell everyone my private business, and so now that it was out, everyone knew, and so therefore he just, you know, he just starts, you know, you shouldn't be doing this because you have this, and nah, embarrassing me in front of all of my classmates. Why does this lighting look like this? And then I was like, you know what, whatever, he'll shut up and he'll stop and this will all be over, this embarrassment will be over, I can just leave. So he stops for like a couple minutes and then he comes back and he's like, you know what, and he starts mentioning even more. I feel like these eyebrows are a little crooked. And then I was like so utterly embarrassed because everyone was staring and looking at me. So my friend was like, you know, I want to get my phone back, can you come with me to go talk to him, let's just talk to him. And I was like, I'm not talking to him, like I did not want to be there, I just was gonna go straight to the office. I was like, no, I don't want to talk to him. And she was like, please, can you just come with me, like we'll just talk to him really quick and explain, and and to me I was like, no, there's nothing to explain, I'm not gonna talk to him. But I was like, you know what, as her friend, I'm gonna go because she's my friend and I'm a good friend. So I was like, fine, let's go. And she was like, so she walks up to him and she starts to explain, like, please, blah blah blah, we please have our phones back, you know, like we were just doing this, and then he starts to bring in our mamas, and I'm like, oh, this asshole did not need to go there. He was like, this is how you thank your moms, is this what you do to thank them, and they work every day, you go on your phones, again bringing up my private information in front of everyone. And right now, this was after class was over and it was transitioning to the next class, so that means new students were coming in, so even more students for them to hear and for him to yell all my personal information in front of them. And the teachers do not have private classrooms. Wait, do teachers have private classrooms? No, their office is just mainly in there in front of everybody. So he decides to yell out even to the next class all my private information again, and he's just being rude and he's making my friend cry, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to cry if he keeps talking about all my private information. And you know, and then I couldn't take it anymore, so I walked out bawling my eyes out, and my friends were asking me if I was okay and like what had happened. Basically, I went to the office and they told me that it was illegal what he did and that there will be consequences. So he wasn't fired right away because they didn't have another teacher, but basically they were trying to screw me over and say that, you know, you don't have to go back to his class, but if you start over on an online program, you will have to start over everything you've completed. And I was like, how is that fair to me? If he's the one who did something, why would I have to start all over all the work that I've done in algebra in this certain class because of what he did to me? And they're like, well, it's the only option that you got. And I'm like, no, like, I'm not doing that, it's not fair. So my mom contacted their boss's boss and was like, hey, this isn't right what you're doing, you need to fix something right quick. And so then they ended up fixing it real quick because they know that their asses could have gotten sued. I didn't sue them, but he wasn't allowed to work there the next following year. But I left the school by the end of the year because, or like 2 months before the end of the year, because I couldn't stand being there anymore. So I transferred from that high school to another high school which is the one that I graduated from, and I didn't have any issues with teachers there. It was nice and chill there. So I'm gonna put on these lashes by Ardell. They're like 3D faux mink lashes. Now this certain incident that happened with my professors at my college, because I'm a freshman in college right now, and basically a bunch of incidents occurred, but basically this teacher is so okay, I don't want to accuse people of being racist. I don't. And personally, I've never really experienced racism, like blatant racism. Like if, hold on. But while these dry, my lips are burning. But I feel like, and this is what, okay, you know, I'm actually gonna make a whole separate video story time on this certain teacher, because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to speak on it yet, just because I'm actually still dealing with the issue. Like I had to go to the dean and everything of that college, and yeah, so I actually am not going to discuss that. I'm not going to disclose it right now just because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. So I will make a whole nother separate video. Besides, it needs such a like a longer video for it. That scared me. Really explain what happened from the beginning. I will be back with that video. I will be right back. I'm gonna put my lashes on and then I'll continue just chatting about what I've been up to and stuff. Finished putting on the lashes. My eyes look very drooped, so we're going to clean up on the sides to make them look less drooped. So I'm gonna add a bit more just to use it as a base. We are going to mix foundations. So what we're gonna do is go back with our ColourPop concealer, the lighter shade. For this part, personally, wow, I look like a ghost. I really does not look like, it looks different on camera. Wow, okay. Personally, I like to, what am I gonna take? I like to take my powder. I'm going to bake, even though I really hate baking with this powder. And then for my forehead, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just lightly dust it on my forehead. I'm gonna go into my bronzer kit, my BH Cosmetics bronzer. We're gonna take that same little brush I used earlier to contour my nose. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just wipe. Nope, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna go back in with the Daisy Marquez palette. Use a small little brush to add more karma onto my under eyes. And because this is Daisy's palette, I'm going to take a little bit of Dream, this color right here. Oops, I got it on my finger. And I'm going to pack that in the inner corner of my lid. Except it's not popping up, so I'm going to go in with my pinky and do it with my pinky. Now we're going to wipe it off. And then I'm gonna go in with a BH Cosmetics blush palette. It just looks like this. My eyelash is coming off, so we're just gonna have to work quick. And I'm gonna take the I'm just gonna take the blush and apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Not the apples of my cheeks, but like towards my cheekbone, just to give us a little more color, because we looking pale up in here. And then I'm gonna go with my Revolution Self X palette. We're gonna quickly highlight the heck out of our cheeks. It's definitely brighter when you use your finger. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Ooh, turn that down a little bit. Now we're just going to add mascara on the bottom lash. It looks really pale because my camera lighting is messed up. We are completed with the look. I look like I have no lips, so I'm gonna apply some gloss on. This is my Dior gloss. I'm gonna put in this color Pop Gloss. And then I'm gonna take my Avon True setting spray. This is the completed makeup look. I look like I'm already creasing. Do not recommend this product. I do not recommend getting this. Like, please do not get it. It is the Revolution setting powder. It is just, it's horrible on my skin. Like, I'm creasing all over. So this is the completed makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me, talking with me. I look like this when I cut my crease like this. I look sadder and more of a bitch, but I mean, who doesn't want to look like a bitch? Just kidding. Oh, I didn't even talk about the most thing that was like actually like on here, the most what's the word, obvious. It was a bright blue, but then like I told you, since I work at a pool, as soon as I got into that pool, it wiped the blue out. So now it is this pale blue color, which I don't like. We're waiting for it to slowly come out. I'm waiting for it to why do I keep saying we're waiting for it to come out. That's why it looks faded. It was supposed to be toned, so I mixed a little bit more blue color into my toner because I wanted it to be more of a bluish tone, and then I even added conditioner to like dilute it even more, but unfortunately it didn't work. It ended up dyeing my hair blue, really bright blue still. So I accidentally dyed my hair blue, and yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my look. If you want to create it, I really think you should. I would obviously choose different lashes than the one that I chose. I would probably go, you guys are gonna laugh at me because I always say these, go with a pair of Dodo lashes. They're really bomb as fuck. Like, I think I only wear my Dodo lashes, and I decided to try something new, as you can tell, and it just didn't go the right way. So this is the completed look. I haven't filmed in a minute, so I feel kind of cute. I should probably film the Fashion Nova haul, but I don't think I am because I am tired and I want to go to bed. So I don't think I'm gonna film it. I might just redo my makeup tomorrow and then film it again tomorrow. So you guys will get a different makeup look, because this one I like it, but I'm not feeling my foundation. And the reason I'm not feeling my foundation, like I said, is because that Revolution pattern, like I should just throw it away, but I hate wasting makeup. Like, you guys, I absolutely hate wasting makeup. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my story times. And it's not okay for teachers to do illegal things, and it's not okay for teachers to be rude and disrespectful outright to you if you're not doing anything wrong. Like, and even if you are doing something wrong, just make sure you check yourself beforehand. But in these incidences, when I did do something wrong, I did accept the punishment. I accepted the punishment, and then they still went on and on, which was the point where I was like, okay, you're an adult and you know that you're not supposed to be doing that. So you gotta skirt out of there. No, I'm just kidding. Don't run away from your problems like I did. I just didn't know what to do at the time. I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know the process of suing people. I didn't know what that, and I still don't know it now. As I am a freshman in college right now, I am figuring out how to really, I guess, advocate for myself, and it is more difficult when you're younger. I 100% understand, I get that. But if you can take anything from this video and you are younger than me, you can learn from my past mistakes to advocate for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to put your foot down when a teacher does something wrong. I have a whole nother video. We're gonna go into my college experience freshman year, give you some tips on what to deal with it. For now, like I said, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Check out my other videos. I know I haven't been here on a while. I haven't been making videos. I have been struggling with this issue with this teacher, struggling with, you know, depression, struggling with so many things, girl. Y'all don't even know. But I will talk to you guys in my next video.